Hello, boys and squirrels. Welcome back to another episode of Not the Experts. I'm
Not the
Levi.
golf intro.
This is my partner in crime, Titus Majors. Titus, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. How you feeling? Back
I'm
home
feeling
again.
good. Yeah,
Back home again.
back home. Yeah, I'm so glad we're back in the studio.
Bro, isn't it so much easier?
Yes, it's
Like-
easier, sounds way better, and
We
there's a lot-
can move around.
Yeah, we can move around.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no testing like while live.
Right, yeah,
on
yeah.
things.
Yeah. We
No
just getting it out.
hanging curtains that I had to do.
A lot went
soundproof.
into that show
sound-
that people wouldn't believe.
Yeah, a lot.
That
A lot
was
of
a
stress went into
2-day
that show too.
That was a 2-day setup process.
It was. That should have
lot
really
of-
just taken 30 minutes.
A lot of store trips. A lot of store trips to various stores. At the
Yes,
same
a lot of
time.
store trips and a lot of cities.
It
Because nobody's got microphones, so don't even bother looking for a
did-
microphone out
Bruh,
there.
how did the railroad lead to a microphone shortage? That's
Yeah.
the most random thing, bro.
Yeah, toilet
it's-
paper was the first thing to go.
And then microphones were second.
yeah,
They
microphones.
were absolutely second.
Yeah, we got plenty of milk though. We're
All
throwing
milk,
away
yeah,
milk,
milk's good.
but we ain't got microphones.
Not a single microphone.
That is weird. You can't find a single decent microphone out there
Not
on
one,
the market
bro.
right now.
It makes no sense at all.
Yeah,
But
but
it was a fun 2 weeks, bro.
it was
learned a lot about
it was an
ourselves.
interesting. I would say interesting.
We learned a
2
lot about
weeks.
ourselves.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing about us, if we find a way to get the content out, the content's going to be fire.
Yeah, it is
We-
true.
if we
They
find
were
a way to
two
do the
good
content,
shows.
yeah, they
really
were good
li-
shows.
I really enjoyed the breakfast.
The breakfast
with
was
that.
fun.
and
yeah.
we're gonna be bringing that back.
Absolutely.
Because our schedules and our routes have worked out
Facts.
miraculously.
Facts. And if you're a brunch spot and want to sponsor the breakfast show, reach out.
Yeah.
We like brunch, chicken and waffles,
Or
all that.
breakfast. I mean, we'll be doing it. If we do it, it'll be like at 7:38. That's a little too
That's
early
true.
for
Nah,
brunch.
brunch be starting at like 8 though.
Uh-uh.
Bro, real
When
brunch
does brunch
spots. Bro,
start?
real brunch restaurants be open.
10.
Real places
No.
that have brunch open at 8 a.m. Bro, I was just in Atlanta. I just did this.
That's considered breakfast.
Okay.
But it's a
Mr.
brunch spot. They be like open like 8 to 2. That's how they do it. They open like 8 to 2. It'd be like breakfast and brunch.
All right, Mr.
And I can
Bougie.
get chicken and waffles at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Go
So
to IHOP and get chicken and waffles.
I was about to
I
say,
don't want options.
you can go to Waffle House
or
and
waffles.
get chicken and waffles
No, you can't.
at 8 a.m.
You cannot get chicken and waffles at Waffle House.
I'm pretty sure-
It's not the same at
Yeah.
all.
I
need the
They do-
crispy.
Thank
the
you.
crispy.
They don't have
But
fried
the
chicken
point
at Waffle
was
House.
they have chicken on the menu.
That's not no.
along
See,
with
you're
waffles.
disrespecting the sanctity of chicken and waffles, and I'm not having it.
So besides that disrespect about waffles,
Thank you.
yeah, so if y'all have seen us the past 2 weeks on just Facebook, we had to go exclusive Facebook because we don't know what we're doing and we
Zuckerberg
can't
did
stream
not
to
cut the
2
check.
platforms. We don't have the resources like that. But so I wanted to address our podcast listeners out there who we have deserted over the past 2 weeks because the audio was not good enough. Podcast listeners, I was looking out for you guys. I didn't want you to have to sit through an hour of muffled, recording. So sound wasn't up to my quality that I like. So we said, no, don't put it on podcasts. But we're
Just-
back. We're back on podcasts now. So
Facts that.
we love you, all of our listeners and viewers.
5 stars.
Yes. 5 stars, always rate.
Really, it's
review,
your fault. Because
like,
if you would
subscribe.
have given us more 5-star ratings as the podcast subscribers, we would have had more money to spend on better sound.
Yeah.
So really, if you would have done your part, you would have had a podcast out, but you didn't do your part.
Yeah,
We
I
told
love-
you 5 stars.
I love
so.
when people come up to me and give me suggestions. It's like, oh, okay, I like that suggestion. You got the money for us to do that?
Honestly, bro.
Hey, how about
Yo,
give
do
us a little
people think?
support
Do people
so
think?
we can have the money to do those things?
I feel like people think you can just put a phone line. You can just buy a phone and it works automatically.
Yeah,
You're like, oh yeah, I want a call-in line.
yeah.
You paying the AT&T? You call AT&T? Paying the bill? What's going on? Like, you be wilding. But we love y'all though. We just want y'all, just do your part. That's all.
Yeah,
We love y'all.
but just don't be so idealistic.
Facts that.
Yeah, just support and then get us to the point where we can be idealistic.
Right.
So yeah, we love all of you guys.
Lord knows we got enough ideas as it is.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of
We got
ideas
so
and a
many
lot of things we
ideas.
want to do. We just don't have the funds to do it.
So many plans.
Help us with the funds.
Facts.
Notes. As always, we start out each show with Note the Experts. Every
Mhm.
Sunday show, every
Mhm.
live show, Note the Experts. And this is where we're going to give you some of our news that's happening within Not the Experts, LLC.
Flex.
Also, social media shout outs and anything that happened throughout the week that should be noted. And also corrections, if we had any corrections from
Mhm.
last week's show. So, anyways, note number 1. This was a weird week,
It was a weird week.
and we lost some good people this week.
Facts.
So we want to say rest in peace to
Cliff Robinson, Lute Olson, and Chadwick Boseman.
yes. I don't know why, but I always want to get his name wrong, Chadwick Boseman.
I feel like everybody has that one name that they can't.
yeah,
Right.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
yeah, I want to call him Chaz for some reason.
Yeah. It's strange. Like the name's never close. It's always like you want to get a name wrong, but you never can. Like it takes forever to get it right.
Yeah,
Like me calling the studio Butler Multimedia Productions for 3 months.
Yeah.
Before I finally realized that I was wrong the whole time.
but it's Butler Productions Multimedia.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but we lost 3 legends,
Facts.
2 sports, 1 culture.
Yes.
Cliff Robinson, he was forward, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, forward for the Trailblazers. Who else did he play for?
He went to UConn and Trailblazers is what he's best known for.
Okay, yeah. He passed away this week, along with Lute Olson, a legendary college coach at Arizona,
Yes.
and then of course,
Chadwick
the one
Boseman.
everybody's talking about,
Yeah.
and I think has had the largest impact among everyone is Chadwick Boseman,
Yeah.
the star of Black Panther,
42,
42.
21 Bridges.
Is he
Get
in the
on
Five
up.
Bloods?
Yeah, he was in that.
Okay,
He was in that.
yeah.
I haven't seen that, but he was in that as well.
Yeah. So, what was his passing when you got the news? Was it for you? Was it one of those? Oh, I'm gonna remember where I was, or
Oh
what I was
yeah, for
doing?
sure, for
Yeah.
sure. It was one of those because it was so unexpected.
Mhm.
It was reminiscent of the Kobe passing, just in that respect that it was just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You didn't see it coming. The fact that he was battling colon cancer for all that time while filming most of these movies that he's been known for is just an incredible
Mhm.
thing. And for him, like he'd play so many iconic roles. He played Jackie Robinson, he played James Brown, and he did Black Panther, of course. He did Thurgood Marshall in a movie as well. He's done a lot of historic roles and a lot of he's brought to life a lot of real life people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's also the first really major black superhero in Hollywood. Like
Mhm.
Black Panther's the biggest. He represented something for a lot of people that we hadn't seen
Yeah.
on screen. Because I grew up. I watched Static Shock, which was a dope show for me. The original Justice League cartoon was cool because they had John. I forgot his last name, but they had a Green Lantern who was black as well, and it was like that was the representation we had.
Mhm.
And then seeing an adult and see Black Panther on the screen, like one of the biggest, like that turns to a mega movie was just huge, just for representation in general. And it was really dope to see that transition, that come along. So that one hurt, man. That one
Yeah.
really hurt. And he was just, everyone had so much positive things to say about him, you know.
Mhm.
Seemed like a great figure, and he worked through it all and just did what he could while he was here. He made the best of his time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a big shock. Unfortunately, I don't have that much of a connection to him. I'm not, you know me, I'm not a big movie
Yeah,
buff. I don't
yeah.
go watch movies. So
Right.
I've actually never seen a movie that he's in. Because I really just don't watch movies
Yeah.
like that. But I mean, much respect for him though. I know he's a great actor.
For sure, yeah.
And I know he's
Absolutely.
been a great influencer and has been a great contributor to in society in many different ways, along with the fact that he was doing a lot of these things or pretty much living out his last 4 years on this earth, working really hard,
Right.
juggling everything that he juggles while suffering from probably one of the worst forms of cancer there is. Once colon cancer, you pretty much have to catch it at stage 1
Yeah.
for you to have really a chance to survive.
Yeah.
And that's one, not a lot of people can recover from it. And even while they're, going through it, it's just very impressive what he was able to
Yeah.
pull off and do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just wanted to.
Yeah.
Send
And on
our
a
best
personal,
out
it
to
made me
them.
reflect because I don't mean, sorry, Dad, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It made me reflect because I know my dad battled with that a few years ago. I didn't really talk about it that much.
Oh,
but
wow.
Yeah, my dad battled with that, but it was caught it early and
Yeah.
is able to be, he's okay now. So
Yeah.
it made me reflect on that and just the blessings that we have and
Yeah.
those things. So yeah, man, it was real. So rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, Lute Olson. And rest in peace, Cliff Robinson.
Yeah.
Those are the notes.
So, just kind of getting that out of the way, we'll go note number 2.
Mhm.
We'll go light now. Rest of the show will be more light.
Yep.
Note number 2, social media. How many times do we have to tell you? go look up our social media accounts, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify. Go on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Facts that.
Google Podcasts,
Facts that.
whatever. At NTE Podcast.
Facts
Go
that.
find us. Like us, subscribe to us, follow us, click the bell for notifications. Did I say all the right? Is that everything?
5-star ratings.
5-star. Yeah, rate. Did I say subscribe?
You say it again. Say it
Yeah,
again. They need to
subscribe.
know.
Subscribe.
They need to know.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Matter of fact, we got 45 YouTube subscribers. I want 50 by Wednesday.
Yeah, our
Wednesday.
I mean, we
Period.
were doing pretty good trending on Twitter. Well, I mean, we weren't actually trending, but I'm saying our likes and our page activity was trending.
Right.
But it's come to a stop. But that's kind of our fault too, because we just put our last
We're not
2
great on
weeks
social
Facebook.
media, and we know that.
Yeah,
But
I
we're
try
gonna
to
get,
avoid social media.
that's the weird thing, because we really don't like social media that much.
Yeah, we
But
need to
it's-
find
it's kind
somebody
of
who's willing to
necessary.
be our social media
Oh, I got
person.
that
for
in the
free.
works already, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't trip. I got that in the
Good.
works.
Let's
Yeah.
put it together like a team of 2 or 3 people who want to work for free and get some social media
Interns.
experience. Yes.
We're LLC now. We can do that, right?
Yeah, we can.
Being an LLC means free intern labor, right? That's basically what it
Yeah,
means.
it
Tell
does.
them, do it for the resume.
That means we can actually, sign
what
off
that
on
means,
that
right?
paper probably.
It's literally what it means. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, any interns out there, business interns, social media interns, marketing interns, hit us up.
Facts.
Email us at ntepodcast@gmail.com.
We will pay you in Chick-fil-A once every 2 weeks.
If you want to do it, maybe we can swing it as a college. I mean, we're a LLC now, so I don't see why
It's
not.
college credit, basically.
I
yeah.
almost have a master's degree, so,
That's basically
I
a
mean,
master's degree.
I was almost a teacher. So,
Yeah.
note number 3 is hats. Yeah, merch. They should be here in like 2 weeks at the latest. So
14
I have a few people. I mean, I feel like we have like half the hats reserved already.
Okay, good.
So
That's good.
that means there's not that many left. And so people, if you want them,
And if you don't get
tell
them,
us now.
and
Pay
once
up.
again, if you don't get them, they're limited. So if you don't get them this time, it's like the sneakers that
Yeah.
you get it now, you don't get it ever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you don't get it now, you got to holler at Brex for the resale.
Yeah. He's gonna tax you too.
Facts.
Also, we're working on a website too to make it easy to purchase. So yeah, you should be able to go on a website like in the next, say by next show.
Click and
We're at the
drag.
website ready to go.
Click and drag it to the cart.
Yeah.
Add to cart, baby.
Hey, add both of them. Add both of them to the cart.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So is that all of our notes? Oh, you got a note, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Paul George, congratulations for remembering how to play basketball.
Yes.
We really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thank you for recovering. And, we'll get more into that later when we talk about the exiled squad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paul George, we know he got flamed last Sunday, deservedly. Or last Monday. Was it Monday? When did
No,
we
it was
record?
Sunday.
It was Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
He got flamed, deservedly. But he recovered well. And I'm going to do the Skip Bayless thing and say that I motivated him. My slander
No.
motivated Paul George.
Actually, okay, yeah. Well, we did slander Paul George a little bit last week, but kind of the reason for you to throw that in there in notes is because it's kind of a correction. Because last week, your expert of the week was who?
Oh, Max Presley was Paul George, wasn't it?
No.
No?
It was somebody else. I'm saying
Oh, it was
Paul
Mason
George
Rudolph.
should have been included.
Oh,
in
yeah.
that expert of-
Paul George should have been included.
Yeah, because they both did the same
they
thing.
said the same exact thing.
Yeah, so
Which was, they both alluded to the fact that Paul George said he needed to shoot better, and then they could win games, which, yeah, Paul, that's how basketball works.
yeah,
And Mason Rudolph said he probably didn't live up to the Pittsburgh Steelers standards
Yeah.
last year, which, that's how football works when you lose.
we should come up with a Captain Obvious award. So Captain Obvious of the
Ooh.
week is
I like that.
yeah, Paul George. Thank
I
you,
like
Captain
that.
Obvious.
Yeah. And that
for
one has to
tell-
come out. That only has to come out like every now and then.
Yeah,
That's a special
I like
one.
that.
Yeah, that's a special one. I like this idea.
Mason Rudolph and Paul George, Captain Obviouses, for telling us things we already knew.
Was the plural of obvious just be obvi? Obvi?
Yeah. Cap Obvi.
Cap ob, yeah.
Cappy Obvi.
Co-captains.
Yeah.
Co-capt obvious.
Co-captains steering the Titanic
Facts.
into an iceberg.
Wait. Okay. All right.
Well, Mason
Yeah.
Rudolph is.
That's
Paul
okay.
George came back. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, Mason. Yeah, he's must be to be determined.
Yeah.
So what's popping,
I
bro?
think that's it. Yeah. What's popping? You want me to go? What's
Yeah,
popping?
go ahead.
I got like 3 things. That's what's
Talk
popping.
to me, bro. You always have your what's popping always carries, and I just kind of follow up off your what's popping for the most part.
Well,
Oh, I do have a Dairy Queen update and the Dairy Queen saga of the summer.
another update.
Yes, this is a positive
Oh,
one.
actually, I got. If you want to talk about Dairy Queen, I'm down to talk about Dairy Queen because I visited Dairy Queen today again, and
So
I had
did
a thought
we.
about Dairy Queen that I wanted to share.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but first, I guess what's popping. Before I even tell y'all what's popping with me, go ahead, put in the comments, tell us what's popping with you, so we
Popping
talk
in your
about
life.
what's popping in pretty much pop culture, like any new music we've listened to that we
Yes,
want to give a
yes.
shout out to, movies, TV shows, whatever.
Oh yeah, the movies opened back up and it was great. I went.
Oh, you did go?
I did go.
Was it did you go on the 15-cent day?
Nah, I got the A list because I'm
Oh,
special.
yeah,
so like I
yeah.
just went with my free ticket. Me and my girl went up. We watched Unhinged.
Did they sell popcorn though?
They do sell popcorn.
did
only
sell
sell like popcorn and nachos. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And you can't really get a popcorn refill. They just give you
Why
a new
can't you
bag.
get candy?
Well, you can get candy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But you can't get like the other snacks they used to have. You can't get those.
Okay.
The
Wait, what
Grange was-
other snacks did they have?
Bro, they got pretzel bites.
Oh,
Some of them be having like real food, like chicken and stuff like that.
chicken and
Real, excuse me.
waffles.
No, they ain't got waffles.
Oh.
They're not built for that life. But yeah, you can get like pretzel bites, stuff like that, hot dogs and stuff. But
What
they
would
just
you go
got-
see?
We went and saw Unhinged.
What's that about?
It's Russell Crowe in a fat suit being crazy, and it's Russell Crowe in a fat suit road raging basically. It's
I
not
feel
a
like-
good. It's not a very good movie.
Okay.
Okay.
It didn't sound like a good movie.
It's terrible, but I needed my popcorn back and I needed my movies. Therefore, we went and saw it.
Okay. I feel like
so
all Russell
Russell-
Crowe movies are him just raging on
That's
something.
probably true.
Yeah.
Except I don't know how many Russell Crowe movies I've seen technically, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dispute. He was in Gladiator, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, raging. He's always raging. Let's go with that.
Wait, he's in Gladiator? What about 300?
No, that's
No, that's,
Gerard Butler.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, that was a big mix
Those
up.
two dudes look a lot alike, I think.
No,
Do they?
no.
I feel like they play the same roles. Speaking about dudes who look a lot
Nah,
alike.
Gerard's like the fake action star. He's like when you can't get Statham in The Rock, you get Gerard Butler. He's like third tier. That's why he's in like the White House Down series
Oh,
or the
okay.
Angels Fallen, whatever it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
he's
Wait,
that
wait,
guy.
but who was in Unhinged?
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Yes, in a fat suit.
I think I'm forgetting what Russell Crowe looks
Well,
like.
let me tell you something. He doesn't like himself in the movie because
Oh,
he's in a
okay.
fat suit.
But
But anyway, in this movie, we'll just
But
give
he
it.
did gain a ton of weight for that movie too.
Oh, he really gained that weight.
Yeah,
he looked
if you
bad.
see him in interviews, he's
Oh, I was hoping it was
swole
a fat.
up.
I was
Oh,
hoping it was a
so
fat
it's on the
suit.
fat suit.
He looked like he ate Zach Galifianakis.
yeah,
to be
he's-
honest.
he gained a lot of weight for that role.
Yeah, he.
wait,
I legitimately thought he ate Zach Galifianakis.
wait. So is Russell Crowe? Is he in? Nah, he's not. That's not him in Road Trip, is it? Is it Road Trip? What's that one with Zach Galifianakis? And,
The Hangover?
No, they got to get in. Like they're in Atlanta, and they got to get to somewhere.
Oh,
and
that's
the
him and Robert
dudes-
Downey Jr., right?
Oh, that might be Robert Downey Jr.
Yo, what?
Bro, all white people look the same, bro. Speaking of white people looking the same, I did have this thought last night while I was watching Kangaroo Jack, and I was going to put Kangaroo Jack on my What's Poppin'. Hey, I'll just go ahead and add it
That's a
there.
classic
'Cause
film.
It's
It's
a
acceptable.
classic film.
It is acceptable.
And it still sort of holds up. Doesn't really hold up, but Kangaroo Jack, it's a great movie. It is a great movie.
It's a
And
classic.
Anthony Anderson, I think it's one of his best works. I mean, he's just so funny in
He
that.
is funny,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't mean that.
Yeah.
I know he does a lot of work and has
Nah,
done
he's
a lot
funny.
of things
He's
recently,
funny,
but
yeah.
young Anthony Anderson, I love that.
Kangaroo Jack's
But
classic.
Jerry O'Connell, Jerry O'Connell, is that the right name? That's the
I don't
right
know-
guy,
I don't
isn't
know
it?
what that
Jerry
is.
O'Connell. He's the dude. He's the white guy in Kangaroo
Oh,
Jack.
okay.
So what do you think about this? I feel like Jerry O'Connell and Jason Bateman are pretty much like the same two dudes.
Why is that?
Well, they both look alike and they both play like the same roles.
Interesting. Jason
Yeah.
Bateman had like that weird late career resurgence
Yeah.
with like Horrible Bosses, and he was in like 3 other things after that. But I've
Yeah.
only seen
Well,
Horrible
and
Bosses.
then Arrested Development came back.
Yeah.
Then you got Ozarks.
Oh, he's the guy in Ozark. I'd be forgetting that. Yeah.
But I feel like Jerry O'Connell and Jason Bateman, like they look a lot alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'll let you have that.
Okay.
For
Well,
sure.
that's one. What's popping? Kangaroo Jack. Shout
Word.
out. But well, you want to give one? How many? You got a lot of what's popping?
Nah, I don't have much of anything because I completely forgot this is a segment, to be honest.
Oh my-
But I did have Unhinged in the movies.
You've been distracted.
Oh yeah,
this
Dairy
week,
Queen
it's
was in
okay.
this. I had Dairy Queen in the segment. Yeah, me and my girlfriend went to Dairy Queen today, and we got right in line and
Uh-huh.
right out.
Oh,
Within,
nice.
Within like 7 minutes.
Oh, so you got something positive for Dairy Queen?
Yes, Dairy
Oh.
Queen, you're stepping it up. Our talk has apparently got them to get it right. So salute to you, Dairy
Yeah.
Queen. Good job.
Well, I also went to our Dairy Queen today,
Mhm.
and I got a little Blizzard. And I
What kind did you get?
swear, the one I always get, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. It's either that or the cotton candy one. But I swear our LaGrange Dairy Queen is the only Dairy Queen in this country that will not flip that blizzard before they.
Oh, they don't do it, bro.
Because you know why?
They do not
Bro,
do it.
half that blizzard was already melted by the time it got to me today.
I believe that.
I was like, they couldn't have flipped this one for sure.
Nah, I
It would have
believe that.
just dropped
that's one
right
thing
out.
about me is like I gotta put the blizzard in the freezer because it'd be mad runny
Yeah.
when I first get it.
Well, I wonder what the problem is because it is the only Dairy Queen I visited where it
They
doesn't
don't
do
flip
that. But I've frequented, well, not frequent. I've gone to like one or two on occasion where they haven't flipped it, but I could tell if they did flip it,
It would have stayed in.
it would have stayed in.
Yeah.
This one, our Dairy Queen does not have the capability to flip their blizzards. So I don't know what it is. Get
This is
your
another
ice cream machine
investigation.
a little colder.
This is another
or-
investigation.
Yeah.
Just when we thought you're off the hook for the drive-through, you've done better, and now you can't flip blizzards, and we're gonna investigate.
So if we have any,
We're gonna have this Dairy Queen to 5 stars by the time we get done with this.
if we have any investigative journalism students out there who need an internship, Not the Experts is hiring.
Not the Express LLC, baby,
Yeah, no pay, but you'll get school credit,
and food. We'll give you food every now and then.
maybe,
about
or
all
you'll
we
be
got.
going to get us food.
Yeah, you'll be
And
going
you
to
can
get
have
us
the
food.
leftovers.
My mom might bake you something really delicious.
Yeah.
if she likes you.
Well, you can have the leftovers because they
We're
go
gonna-
to me and Titus first.
Yeah, us and the Butler Production multimedia people got
Yes.
first dibs.
Yeah.
and you get second.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, hit us up.
sure.
My other what's popping is, man, I had another one before this one. Let me
Slip your
think.
mind.
Yeah, it slipped my mind. I was gonna. Oh, man, I really wanted. Oh, yes, oldie but goodie. I'm just now starting to watch it. Started like 2-3 weeks ago at a buddy's house because I don't have HBO Max. But dude, you ever seen Entourage?
Yes, I didn't finish it because it got mad repetitive.
Really?
Yeah. But it starts off really strongly, but like towards the like middle end, it's
Yeah.
like the same setups, and I got kind of bored.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but
I'm
it's a
in-
fire show the first 3 seasons.
Yeah,
It's fire. Yeah.
I'm in like somewhere in season 4.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it all the way through, like completely 1 through 4. I've seen most
Right.
of them, so I kind of need to go back, see the ones I haven't missed. But yes, I have gotten to that point where I know at the end everything's going to be okay. Like
Every
at the
time,
end of
right?
every show, everything works out.
Yeah.
That gets old.
Yeah,
yeah.
it does, right?
But Entourage is good. I mean, it's pop.
Yeah, it's a cool show. It was,
Yeah.
it was a good show.
And
I think
then-
the movie they made was terrible. I think it's what I heard. But
Oh, they were making a movie?
they made a movie.
Made a
they
movie.
made a movie, yeah. They like brought
Oh.
everybody back and made a movie, and I heard it was
Oh.
trash. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what usually happens.
Facts.
All right, so my last what's popping,
Mhm.
and this one's more newer, is have you ever heard of the show on Netflix, newer show? It's called Love on the Spectrum.
I have not.
You haven't. So Love on the Spectrum, Leah, have you seen it? You have? Do you like it?
I do like it.
Leah says she likes Love on the Spectrum. So I started it today. And I started it because I was listening to a podcast earlier this week and they started talking about it. And they were, before I'd say anything about this any further, I just want to clarify, no, I'm not making fun of anybody on the show or trying to exploit them or whatever.
Mhm.
I think there are a lot of things to learn from this TV show. So what it basically is that it's people on the autism spectrum
Okay.
dating
Okay,
each
okay,
other. You
yeah.
know, and it's kind of just following of how hard it is to date, or to find somebody when you're on the spectrum, and then
Okay.
also just how it all goes,
Yeah.
socializing and all that. So it's awesome. I started it today. I went through like the first 3 episodes, but it's really funny and I absolutely love it. And if y'all haven't watched it yet, you need to go watch it. And there's things to learn here. And this is how I'm going to start running my dating game, which is non-existent. But once I get back into it, this is how I'm going to run it, because this is exactly why I'm not in the dating game. I'm not here for the games, like everybody likes
You're
to
not
play
in the dating
games.
game for the games.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not here for the games,
Nah.
but I'm also not a very straightforward person, and I'm working on that.
That's a
I need
middle-
to
yeah.
be more straightforward. So when you're watching Love on the Spectrum, they don't hold back.
Oh, they get
Within
right to
the
it.
first 30 seconds, they're going to let you know if they're bored of you or not.
Oh,
and I think we
word.
need to
Like that?
all take lessons from that. Let's
Yeah, that's a fact.
quit entertaining each other. Let's
That's real.
quit leaving each other's, on a rope or not. Hey, you know what? First 30 seconds, you've already bored me. Let's move on.
I get that. Okay.
One dude was
I see what
bored
you're saying.
before the waiter even got to him. And so he just saved money on
He
a
ain't get the
date
water?
with a girl that he wasn't going to see again.
That's
so
incredible.
I love it. And the dude, Michael, he's like the main dude in it. Michael is the man. Leah knows. Like, Michael is straight up that dude because Michael's the one I'm talking about where the first 30 seconds in, he just asked the girl what she's interested in.
Yeah.
And Michael already grabbed his car keys.
He's like,
He grabbed his car keys and put them right in front of him just to remind himself and her, like, hey, I'm ready to go any second now. Because you are boring me to death.
That's
so,
incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then
I'm gonna check this show out.
yeah, some of the other people on there, yeah, it's just really funny. Like one girl, Maddie, she was, man, what was it? Oh, this dude was giving her compliments or whatever, and she's trying to somehow tell the guy she just wants to be friends, but he just keeps complimenting her, and her facial reactions is telling him, stop I'm
talking.
not into this. Do not pursue me. You're terrible,
No.
and I don't have any interest in you. But it's just great, like because they do not hide it. It's awesome. Like one, and then another dude, Kevin.
Yeah.
He really likes anime, so it's really important for the girl that he's gonna date to like anime too. So
Okay.
the girl he went on a date with, she doesn't. He asked her, does she like anime? She said, no, I like video games. And so she brought a Switch out, whatever. So they're playing video games. And she's not impressed because he sucks at it. He sucks at Mario Kart. So
Wait.
she's already crossed him off the list.
And anime guy sucks at Mario Kart?
Yeah, he
That's a
does. Yeah, he doesn't
contradiction.
play video games.
That's an oxymoron.
So they took a little, like, he went up to go to the bathroom. And so the cameraman, they were asking her what she thought. And she's pretty much telling them, yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. He's not good at video games. And then once Kevin gets out of the bathroom, they ask him, he's standing up. He's not at the table, but it's kind of an empty restaurant. And cameraman asks him, what do you think about your date?
Yeah.
And he said, oh, she doesn't like anime, so I don't think this is going to work out. Well, the girl hears him and she yells across the restaurant, that's not true. I said I like video games more than anime. And Kevin is kind of like turning over her shoulder, as this girl says it. And after she says it, Kevin looks at the camera, rolls his eyes, and then just like freaking what am I looking for? Trudges back to the like he didn't want to be there. He's like, get me out of
He was
this
over
real
it.
quick. So yeah,
That's
love on
incredible.
the spectrum. We can all learn from that. Let's just be straight up with each other.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. Okay, now I want to talk about love shows. They remind me of this show that I discovered on Wednesday called Marrying Millions.
Mm.
And it's like people who ain't got no money, but they dating somebody that got millions.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
There was this skater dude, and he was like, I think he may have been homeless. I don't know. But he was too old to be a skater dude, for one. He was a skater dude, like,
Bro, the skater dude
doing like-
life
he-
never ends.
bro, he was in like the Tony Hawk pro skater type skating
Yes.
areas,
Yeah.
right? And like he was like, these people don't have much money. He's dating millionaires, right? He was talking about getting money by selling his what he called baby batter.
Yeah.
That was his plan for getting money. So
I
yeah,
mean-
Marrying Millions. Marrying Millions is a fantastic show, and you should all watch it.
That is now my new go-to term.
It follows Married at
Baby
First Sight on Lifetime Network. It follows right after Married at First Sight. So definitely check out Marrying Millions so you can learn about broke people marrying rich people and broke people having to sell their baby batter while having rich girlfriends. Yeah. So thanks for reminding me of that. Thanks for reminding me of that. Appreciate it.
I love it.
Yes.
Reality dating shows are the best.
They are.
Yeah, they
it's
are.
so many characters.
Yeah.
So many
I
strange
couldn't
people.
finish Love Is Blind though. I need to go back and watch that because
I
that was
didn't
a train
start it.
wreck too.
You said it was a bunch of narcissists, basically, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I-
one dude I went to school with.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yo, Fox had some dating show. I don't know if it's still on, but I think it's on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's like the winner gets to give the woman a baby. That's serious. She's just dating. She's trying to figure out who's gonna be the best father. She's trying to figure out who's gonna be the best father.
Wow.
Yeah, Miss Clinton, you heard of this?
I saw the commercial for it. Yeah.
It's so strange. I made it through like 2 episodes, and I'm like, this is odd.
What if the guy doesn't have any baby batter though?
Oh, they checked that, and the first thing they checked.
Oh.
Bro, the first
Okay.
episode, everybody goes into the trailers. Everybody goes in the trailers. They got the doctor set up, and they do a baby batter test.
Oh yeah, and you
See
talking
if
like, are they kitchens in these trailers?
Nah, I
Is
think
that
it's just
what
like
it
a
is?
trailer. It's like an outside, like an outhouse for baby
I was
batter
trying to make a
testing.
joke with that.
Oh, I'm
but,
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like ours.
they're
for
all
baby.
in the kitchen. They got their own kitchen whipping up baby
Looking
batter.
up the baby batter. Yeah, it's wild. It's crazy. Yeah, that was the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch that.
It's on the Hulu.
It's on the
I'll
Hulu?
find the name for everybody.
Bet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch that.
Yeah, I'll find the name for everybody because I don't remember the name of it. So yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
popping.
that's what's
That was a
poppin'.
great what's popping.
Yeah,
It feels so good to be back home.
it does.
It does.
Man, yeah, go watch that. Love on the Spectrum and Dating Millions.
Yes.
Yes. And
Marrying Millions.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you live in LaGrange, stop by our local Dairy Queen and tell them to get
Dare
more
them to flip the blizzard.
Yeah, yes.
Dare them to flip
yes.
the blizzard.
I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna
Do
get
it.
them. Bet you can't flip that blizzard.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm pretty sure there's like a Dairy Queen thing too. Like if we can't flip your blizzard, you get one free. Yeah, but
should
it's
be a
probably
thing.
at participating locations.
Yeah, they
Does
love
that
that participation.
Our location doesn't
Nah, I
participate
don't
at
participate.
anything.
Our location participation in school is trash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Terrible
in
participation.
truancy with
Yeah.
their participation.
Yeah, they're barely just getting by, and what's really hurting their grade is their participation grade.
Facts.
But
Facts. Well, you got baseball updates.
yeah, so baseball updates.
Talk to them.
Levi's weekly baseball updates because we just all love baseball, America's pastime. Because the MLB has really maximized this opportunity of no sports and getting out in front of it and being the highlight. Okay, I'll quit kidding myself.
There we go.
So the MLB Braves, really this is going to be more of a Braves update. I had like a MLB update, but I can't even remember it. But for the Braves, we're doing pretty good. We're 18-14. We're first in our division. We have the worst record for a first place division. But if you
Okay.
look at all the other divisions, because everybody's playing each other, like the NL
Right.
West and the AL West are
Right.
playing each other, we're okay because we're playing against the AL West. I mean, the AL East, and they're
Mhm.
pretty tough. The NL East sucks. I mean, if the Marlins are in second place in the division,
It's
you know
trash
that
division.
division's trash.
It's a disgusting division.
Yes, and the Braves. So I know it's been a whole back and forth whether if I've been excited for it and if I wanted the Braves to be
Yeah.
successful
You've been back
or
and
not.
forth in your own mind.
Yeah, so right now I'm up on the Braves, and it's really because they've been impressive while having nobody. I mean, we've been missing 2 to 3 starting pitchers. We were missing Acuna for 10 days, missing Albies, missing a whole lot of other dudes. We made a new transaction today, which is nice. We picked up a new starting pitcher because, like I just said, we got like 3 of them out. Max Fried's hot though, so we're good on that.
What's a max free?
Max Fried is
Fried?
he's now our ace starting
okay,
pitcher.
okay.
Yeah, he's 5-0. He's got great numbers. He's like number 1 like in every category almost, like ERA and whip and all that.
All right.
So we're cooking it up. The bats are hot, and I'm so glad we got Marcell Ozuna. He's just proven to be good, and along with everybody else, everybody's contributing. So it's been great. Shout out to the Braves. In transition of that,
Transition.
my expert of the week
Ooh.
is a Braves player,
Yes.
Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr. Yes, and I got the graphic for he'll throw it up there, but Mr. Ronald Acuna Jr. Titus
What's
and
happening?
our listeners, I'm sure y'all remember. It was probably a month ago. I was slandering.
You
I
did
was
slander
slandering
that.
everybody,
You did
but I was
slander that, man.
slandering in particular Ronald Acuna and
Yep.
Ozzy Albies
You
because
did that.
they were nowhere to be found. And then I had to apologize the next week because as I was slandering them, Ronald Acuna hit a home run and
Yes.
had a pretty good game that night.
Yes.
But I was only motivation for that one night because pretty much after that, for those next few weeks, he was trash until about 4 games before his injury. He picked it up. And now he's on fire. So, will you go to the next slide, please? I got the stats.
Stats on
Yeah, I got
experts?
stats. Yeah. So, I'll wait for it to get to my screen because, of course, I didn't write it down. But,
Beats like that.
yeah, it does. So, he's on fire these last 7 games. I pulled up his last 7 game stats.
Okay.
And he got injured. So, he's really played 3 games. Right now, he's playing his 4th game, which is not in the stat line. But right before his injury, he was really hot, and right after his injury, he's even hotter. And he's hit 4 of his 5 home runs of the season within that 7-game span. So he's doing pretty good. And so batting's good, but yeah, there's two particular reasons why he's expert of the week, and I have them on the screen. On Wednesday against the Yankees, his first game back, he hit a 473-foot home run. That's a long home run. It's the second longest home run of the season in the MLB,
Okay, yeah.
and it's the longest home run recorded in Truist Park or the new park. And
Oh yeah, they rechanged the name because SunTrust.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
did that thing.
So, and then Friday he came out, and we all hate Bryce Harper, especially us Braves fans.
Oh, yeah.
He robbed Bryce Harper twice of hits. Yeah, they weren't home runs.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think the first one might have been the home run.
Okay.
But yeah. So I got two videos. First one's the home run. Will you play that, Clay? And so I don't know how well they'll be able to hear me. Do you remember when I was slandering also the Braves Twitter?
Yes.
I think it was all in that
yes.
same. Yeah. So that one home run that Acuna hit for the year, besides these last 7 games, they made that really weak post of his home run that barely eked over the home run wall, and they were asking NASA to locate that ball. Hey, Mr. Social Media Atlanta Braves person, there it was. There it was. You used that caption. You should have sat on that caption for a little bit longer, buddy. So I really should name you not the expert of the week because Acuna gave you the perfect one to write that caption on.
All right.
But I digress. Second play, is this catch. You gotta watch this catch, man. Because
watch the catch.
Ronald Acuna is fast. You gotta see how fast he is. Oh, what?
That was a home run.
Oh, that was his home run.
Yeah.
It was next one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're good.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Nice.
for our podcast listeners, which I mean the sound's on, so it's describing it.
Yeah,
for
they'll
you.
be all right.
Yeah, they'll be good.
That was nice. Okay, Acuna. I see you. That was Jackie Robinson Day?
Yes, that was on Jackie Robinson Day.
Cool. I saw the 42s.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Ronald Acuna Jr., he had a 45% catch probability on that, so the odds weren't in his
track
favor.
Everything in baseball.
Yeah, they do. Baseball is such a logistical game.
It is.
But what's more impressive is in that ball flight,
Mhm.
The distance he had to cover, 88 feet.
Wow.
Within what, 3 seconds?
That's crazy.
2 seconds?
That's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So Ronald Acuna is fast, and I'm here to tell the Braves this can happen after the season, after the postseason, so we don't risk more injury. But will you throw up that next slide up there? Do you know who the Freeze is?
The dude that be racing people.
Yeah, I want to see the Braves and I want to see Ronald Acuna Jr. and the Freeze race.
Now the Freeze was a track star, right?
He was. But I mean, Acuna Jr. He looked pretty fast on that. You got the Freeze on that?
Yeah.
I think this.
I'm always going to pick the track person.
You
in a track race? Yeah.
Yeah, I say no head start. Start them off
just
even.
Start them off the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And let it go. And
Yeah,
I say let's just make it the center field wall. Let's make it shorter because I think a track star
sprint.
got more of a
Yeah.
I think track star has more of the advantage there on a little bit of a long distance run.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm telling the Braves here is make it happen.
Yeah.
Acuna versus the Freeze. The Breeze versus the Freeze. Yeah, I just called Ronald Acuna Jr. the Breeze.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Out there in center field and flagging those balls down.
Do you have more experts?
With the Breeze. No, that was it. That was my one expert. Who's your expert of the week?
My expert of the week goes out to the NICU staff. That's NICU, right?
NICU?
NICU, the people that work with the babies at the hospitals.
Yeah. It was in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
During Hurricane Laura. Category 4 came through. Okay, if you know the hurricane came through Louisiana and Texas recently. But the NICU staff at the hospital in Lake Charles all stayed and kept all 19 of the babies safe during the storm. So I just want to say shout out to y'all for that hard work. Nurses always be appreciated. Salute to you and thank you all for that because you literally saved some babies' lives.
Yeah.
So
that's
awesome. I wanted them to get their shine. Yeah. I thought that was really dope to see. So
I'm glad you had a great positive expert of the week.
Yeah, I'm very sarcastic in this segment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to the nurses out there and to all the nurses across the country.
Yes.
Not the expert of the week.
Woo! My favorite.
I'm next on this one too. I've got 3.
Mm-hmm.
So first one is the New York Mets. Titus, did you hear what has happened with the dumpster fire of the organization called the New York
I know
Mets?
that J-Lo and A-Rob's too broke about the team.
Yeah, well, they've
and
officially pulled
that-
out now.
Yeah,
I mean,
she made some sad note on she put some sad note on Twitter and
Yeah.
got drugged because she put it like right after the Chadwick Boseman thing came out.
mhm,
So it was bad timing for her. She
Ooh.
put her little sad note out about not getting their baseball team.
mhm.
And I know that the dude, the GM, I think, said on a hot mic that Manfred said something.
Yeah, so Brody Van Wagenen.
That's
Form-
a wild name.
Yeah, it is. Very Nantucket-ish name, I would say. Nantucket-ish.
Yeah.
Nantucket-y. But Mr. Van Wagenen, he is the GM of the Mets. I think this might be his first year or second year. The dude used to be an agent. That was his profession. And then the Mets,
agent turned GM.
being as smart as they are, they're like, hey, we can make this agent who's never been a GM or worked in a front office in baseball before. We'll make him our
It
GM.
worked for the Lakers. It can work for them.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mr. Van Wagenen and the two screw-ups above him, the Wilpon brothers, they are in a little spat against each other right now. And this is why. Will you play the video, Clay? This is Brody Van Wagenen on the day of the
strike.
Yeah, the strikes.
Okay,
So the
yeah.
NBA strikes and MLB also sort of strikes
Right.
in a press conference.
Say no, it'd be super powerful. Three of us here can't leave this room. They're staying up.
He didn't know he was being recorded. Correct. He wasn't.
Yeah,
aware.
he didn't know he was being recorded.
Hot mic situation.
Yep.
And then they come back and play at 8:10. And I was like, what? What's it? Rob. Because Jeff's scheduling's gonna be a nightmare. There's so much at stake. And I said, Jeff, that's not happening.
They're not dealing with reality.
They're not playing, but that's Rob's instinct. And Rob, not exactly what you and I were talking about. At leadership level, he doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. And
I think he cut it there. I think he said.
we're waiting.
So it's pretty much talking about this is when they're trying to these baseball teams are trying to decide if they're gonna not either play that night or not.
Right.
And
Y'all
heard it. He's
pretty much
saying that he heard from Manfred that he just wanted the Mets to boycott or sit out for an hour.
Yeah, I heard that.
Them come out at 7:10,
make a
make a
little
little visual
spectacle
spectacle of themselves for honoring Jackie Robinson Day, and then
leave the
field,
come back out on the field at 8:10
and throw the first pitch.
And
So
so he was saying,
telling the reporters,
which is
this is supposed to be classified pretty
Right.
much. Didn't know it was a hot mic.
And
Baseball's had a bad time with hot mics last
They
couple
really
years.
have, yeah. And so,
I mean,
Brody Van Wagenen wasn't really lying there. Yeah,
Rob Manfred,
I don't think he really does get it, and he is incompetent. But he did misconstrue the words, and those weren't Rob Manfred's words or suggestions. According to
Van
Wagenen and
his two
screw-up owners
and
everybody else, that was actually one of the Wilpon brothers. That was their suggestion, which to me is actually more likely because the Wilpon brothers are just so dumb that they're a lot more dumb. They're way dumber than Rob Manfred is. So it's pretty much who's the dumbest in the room, and I would pick the two Wilpon brothers.
Got you.
Yeah,
to take
that. So the whole organization is a mess, and then A-Rod and J-Lo
Too
pity
broke to buy
them.
him.
Yeah, they're too broke to buy them. But I think they pretty much have found the buyer. I think that's in the works. So the Wilpon brothers are about to get out.
Yeah,
the Mets are just trash. The whole organization is
Failures.
trash.
Yeah.
We got a comment.
What's happening?
It's a lot
It's a lot of echo. I don't know if you saw that.
Comment.
Got a comment. Mad echo right now. Might be me. Who knows?
All right.
But yeah. Oh, that was my first expert, not the expert of the week.
Okay,
My
how many more you
second, not the expert of the week, and is me. Again, I had to put myself
Oh,
up
no.
there, and so
Not the graduation photo.
yeah. So the reason why the graduation photo is up there is because I thought it was fitting. Me graduating from Dumb Person University, DPU, or Phoenix, either one. But that photo was already on the computer, so it was just the easy upload. Anyways, my not the expert of the week. It's kind of a weird week for everybody this week. I didn't really get to pay attention to the world's problems because I had my own problems. So first problem was at work, my new job. I decided it'd be smart to, just slice my finger my fingertip off. So I could have put a picture up, but I've got 3 stitches in my finger right now.
Ooh.
I was trying to cut plastic wrap off a pallet.
Oh,
the knife was dull. So I'd already been like cutting it, but I was just working my way down. So when I got back to it, I had to cut the last bit at the bottom, but it was all scrunched up. So what I needed to do was, I was holding it and I decided I was going to use my thumb as the pressure to cut through because I don't need a lot of pressure.
Right.
And when I cut through, just like went straight into my finger and I was dropping blood everywhere. Got blood in the truck. Got blood like out on the pavement, on my shoes, everywhere, dripping blood. And so my 2 bosses, they were like, trying to help me out. And they're like telling me, hey, we were up in Newton. They're like, you need to go back to LaGrange. You need to go get this stitched. Out of town? Yeah, we were working out of town. So they were like, you take the refrigerator truck, you go to LaGrange, get this stitched up. And I was like, are you sure this has happened a lot of times? Because it has happened a lot of times at Chick-fil-A. I cut my fingertips a lot. So I was like, this isn't nothing new to me. I don't need it. But then they're like, no, you really need to go. So I go. You know what happens, Titus?
What happened,
apparently, right before I got to that clinic I'm supposed to go to, 27 people decide they want to check into the same clinic right before I got there. So when I go there, the whole lobby's full. People are out in their cars waiting. So I'm like, oh, crap. This is going to take a long time, probably.
Did you go to the former Applebee's turned urgent care?
It's the other one on the other side of town. Yeah. So I sat in that waiting room for 1 hour and 45 minutes. And my name hadn't been called yet, but also about 10 other people who'd been there way longer than me hadn't been called yet either. I'm like, crap, I really don't want to sit here any longer. So, and the bleeding stopped, and I was sitting there with an open wound too. Like my Band-Aid fell off and it was nasty.
Pandemic?
Yeah. Exactly. I was like, there might be robo everywhere trying to jump into
the blood.
Crease. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to text my boss. I text her, I was like, hey, have y'all finished yet? She was like, yeah, we're actually head back to the office now. I was like, man, so my work day is now like pretty much officially over. I was like, so is it necessary for me to sit here? And they're like, I mean, if you really don't want to stay, you don't have to. But we suggest you stay. And I was like, nah, I'm not waiting another 2 hours for this thing where it probably doesn't even need to be glued.
You would need amputation by then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So next day, Band-Aid fell off. That sucker, like, it never closed or got close to closing because I was putting liquid stitches on it. I was just bleeding again. And my boss was like, no, she was like, we're taking you today or whatever. So to go get glued. So the whole time I'm thinking I'm going to get glued. So we show up to the clinic and dude looks at it and he was like, yeah, you're going to need stitches for this. I've had stitches before, two different occasions. But apparently, I don't know why, but when he said that, I felt my body turn pale.
You recoiled?
But apparently, I recoiled. Like they said my whole body, hands, everything went completely white and like with a little bit of blue tint in it. And I don't know why. And so now I'm worried I look like a punk in front of everybody too. So I'm trying to, harden myself back up. But I went too hard, Titus, because I hardened myself up so much.
Oh, no.
My dude had to shoot me 3 times with lidocaine just to get my finger to numb.
Word.
The 3rd time, he just squirted it straight into my wound.
Ow.
Yeah, so don't come at me with lidocaine. Get that heavy cane next time. So that's one thing. So I screw up my finger. So
there's more to this week.
Yeah, there's a little bit more. Another thing is we talked about the Kobe drops this past week. Did I hit on a single Kobe item? No, so that kind of sucked.
That's a Nike problem.
And then on Friday, which is the very next day after I get my stitches, I have a doctor's appointment, and this doctor's appointment has been known about by everybody before I even start. Like, came in 3 weeks ago, signed my papers, and I told them, I was like, hey, and last Friday of the month, I have a doctor's appointment. They're like, okay, that's cool. You can leave like whenever you need to.
Yeah.
So I left around noon that day because we were out of town, so I had to get back to LaGrange to go to my doctor's appointment. Pull up to the doctor's appointment. Doctor's office is closed. I'm like, how they gonna be closed when I got an appointment at 3:00? And then I realized I'm not even at the right doctor's office anyways. I had no data on my phone. So I'm trying to figure out where this doctor's office is, and now I've only got like 10 minutes to get there because I pulled up to the wrong location. As I'm trying to sift through this data and find like the location
on 3G,
I get a little notification. It's my calendar reminding me I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. Yeah,
Monday?
I didn't have a doctor's appointment that day, Titus. It was on Monday. So I had to call my boss and tell her that I'm an idiot and I left work early for no reason because I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. So now I have to leave work early tomorrow. But yeah, I just felt like an idiot.
That's a rough week.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean, some other not having data all week and having to get up at 6 a.m. or be at work at 6 a.m. this week sucked too. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It's way better than Chick-fil-A though, so I'll say that. I'm not complaining too much.
No shade.
All right, so my third, not the expert of the week, is the Big Ten Conference. And I know we're split on this, Titus. You probably would say the Big Ten's more of an expert. Look, the Big Ten, I think they're just a copycat league. They just want to be like the SEC and Harvard. So they want to be the SEC and the Ivy League at the same time. So they said the Ivy League was like, we ain't playing football. Do what?
We're closer to the Ivy League than the SEC is.
Yeah, they are. Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But but they're still not that close. Oh, like not in academics.
They're closer.
Okay. But I see what you're saying now. Yeah. Okay. But anyways, now the Big Ten, right after Ivy League's from their ivory tower, shouted out at us common people and said, we're not playing your dirty sport with you dirty people this year. The Big Ten said we're not going to do it either because
and the Pac-12.
Yeah, because we're home to morally upright people like Urban Meyer and other people. That was the only person I could think of at the moment. But now they're now with all this pressure and they're seeing that college football just kicked off this past weekend.
Did it though?
Well, I mean, a couple of games happened.
Did they though? Austin P. Are we gonna act like that's college football?
Central Arkansas.
Are we gonna pretend like it's college football?
Well, we got. I mean, it's coming back again this weekend too.
With who?
Well, I'll say ACC and Big 12 start in 2 weeks.
Yawn. Next.
SEC starts in 3 weeks.
Yawn again.
Okay, but so does this sound smart to you? Oh yeah. No, we're not having college football. And then this week, the Big Ten says, "Okay, guys, we've thought about it and we're going to review. We're going to plan to start after the weekend of Thanksgiving." Tell me how much sense that makes.
I mean, they were going to start in January, right?
Yeah.
So that's basically a month early?
2 months earlier?
The week after Thanksgiving is basically December.
Or the week of Thanksgiving. It's like the week of or the week before.
Still basically December.
It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
This whole college football year is stupid. Y'all trying to have college football and these dumb 19-year-olds on campus.
Yeah.
You gonna tell some 19-year-olds in college to social distance?
But okay, so this is my.
Do you believe any 19-year-old is gonna social distance?
All right. Well, this is my thing though, is that so I really don't get the whole argument because I get it. Yeah, college football is modern day slavery.
Like I said,
coaches don't care.
Like I said, I don't get the whole argument.
Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not talking about you. But I'm talking about like a lot of people from this side of the argument is that you don't care about the players, blah, blah, blah. Don't make them play your stupid sport. Oh, and then all these college coaches, you know who I'm talking about, who's like always saying this stuff. Oh, yeah, they're going to, be slave holders and they're going to monitor them every day and they're not going to let them do anything, blah, blah. They don't care about their players' safety or anything or well-being, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, if they didn't have football this year, then that means they would just be all the other kids on campus and they would get to go roam free and do what they want to do. So I don't think you really care about their health either because they would just be mingling amongst the other college
Why are the college
students.
kids on campus anyway?
Well, I mean, you got to take that up with college presidents and universities.
I want to
and
speak
all
for some of this. We only got 10 minutes before the game starts.
Yeah, but that's not the expert of the week.
I'm with you on the
Ten.
simple fact that they didn't stick to their guns and they're kind of cowardly.
So yeah, they are cowardly, but I think they made the decision way too early,
No,
and they know they did. They could have
decision.
stayed in it.
They made a smart decision. They just want to stick to their guns.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your interpretation.
Yeah, because the Pac-12 not having this problem, are they?
Yeah, but the Pac-12 like that.
Seven parents yelled at somebody and all the Big Ten got scared.
Yeah, well now
it's weak, pathetic behavior.
8 parents, and they're suing. They're not yelling. They're
it's
suing.
Weak, pathetic behavior by the Big Ten. So I'll give you that much. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think college football is going to work out fine this year.
How, with 3 conferences playing and no one else?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's all.
And they're gonna have college football playoff with 3
Hey,
conferences.
it's going to be fine. It's going to satisfy me, and so that's all that matters.
I hope
to me.
Alabama loses 4 games this year.
Do what?
I hope Alabama loses 4 games this
No.
year so you can cry, laugh, so
Okay.
you can cry.
We'll see about that.
Anyway, my not the expert of the week. It has a picture, Clayton. Russell Westbrook is my not the expert of the week. Can we? get a picture of that? I need
Blow that
everybody
up.
to see. Yeah, please blow that up.
Which I got. I think the next slide's like just the picture itself.
What? Levi, what is this? What is that, Levi?
That's just Russ being Russ.
This neo soul colored. What's the thing painters wear? Smocks. My man is in a smock. He's in a onesie
Yeah,
smock.
he's on-
It's a onesie, bruh. There's no separation between the shirt and the pants.
Yeah.
That's a onesie. That's a weird
yeah,
a jumper.
a
yes.
jumper or a romper. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
A
man
neo soul
romper.
colored romper.
Yeah,
My man got the concrete, not the fresh painted road with the yellow, the fresh road yellow, and the yellow prison tape yellow, the cop tape yellow, and the black. This is what it.
Russell Westbrook looked like
I let a lot of Westbrook outfits slide because they're all terrible, but this is possibly the worst. And he got no socks on.
Russell Westbrook kind of looked like Will Smith on Pursuit of Happiness. When he walks into the office, he's got that meeting, but he got arrested that night while he was painting his house. So he's got like one shoe and paint all over and a
Terrible.
white
Like,
beater.
what happened, bro?
That's what he looks like. And it was yellow paint too. So
It's terrible.
yeah,
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
this is
And that's why not the expert of the week.
yeah.
We got 7 minutes. We want to get out here before the Jazz and Nuggets game starts, and it starts at about 8:35. So we're gonna have to kind of skip around, I think. So,
What you got? What
you
trying
want to
do?
jump past the? How about with this? We'll get into the stuff that happened last week in basketball, the serious stuff. We'll get into that on a podcast later this week.
Yeah. that's
Okay,
all I
we'll
mean.
do that. So we're gonna skip past the what a week segment, Clayton. Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving because we want to get out of here, and we're gonna be a proper lead in for a game, and not run into a basketball game. We do want to talk about the exiled, which is the teams that were asked to leave Bubble Island,
Yes.
fairly recently. These are the teams that lost their playoff matchups, and we have the Magic. Do you have anything to say for the Orlando Magic?
Do
Do
I?
you have anything to say for the Orlando Magic?
Nah, good riddance. I
Goodbye,
was right
yes.
about you. You squeaked one game
They
out.
did squeak one game out. The Pacers, you got the brooms brought on you. I don't have my broom with me. You're lucky.
Yeah.
The brooms got brought out on you, Indiana.
R.I.P. Nate McMillan.
Yeah, R.P. Nate Mills coaching time in Indiana. The 76ers, you're just a waste of space and don't
Trash.
come back. The Brooklyn Nets, see you next year with nobody who played on the playoffs on your team, basically.
Yeah.
Because Kyrie and Kevin Durant come back and it's going to be weird for
They'll
you.
be back, but more miserable.
Yep, that's perfect. Back with more misery
Yes.
and pain. And the Portland Trailblazers, salute to you for doing all the work to get into the bubble and just to win one game. Like I said, by the way, I did say they'll win game 1 and won't win another game, and that's exactly what happened.
Yes.
Dame, heal up, bro. For real, heal up. Fix that knee. Melo, we did get the Melo resurgence, and we are appreciative of that. We hope you stay there and you have a great year next year. And the Dallas Mavericks, Luka, you did what you could, bro. You played hard. Marcus Morris slapped you upside your head today, really hard. Did you see that?
I don't think Marcus Morris is a big fan of Luka Doncic.
He's not.
Yeah.
Did you see the Twitter thread after he stepped on Luka's ankle and he was
Yeah.
like, "I'm not a dirty player." Everybody kept bringing up all his dirty plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus. Nah,
Yeah.
nah,
Marcus Morris isn't a Luka Doncic fan.
He's not. He's not. So
With-
all.
With the Trailblazers, I just want to title their last attempt or this last game
Mhm.
as great but late intentions.
That
Dame
sounds
was
like
probably
that
watching
sounds like
that.
a really like B-side Drake song.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
or a Drake line. But
Yeah,
Dame was probably pissed off watching that game, I feel like.
yeah. He had to be.
Because he was probably thinking the whole time, oh, Melo, why couldn't you do this with me on the floor?
Right.
Hey, CJ, why couldn't you do this with me on the floor?
Well, CJ was cooking with him a little bit.
Yeah,
The rest
a little
of them,
bit.
the
Yeah,
rest of them, yeah.
Yeah, but,
I feel you though.
they only had 9 dudes. I think, yeah, they were playing
Probably,
with
yeah.
because they were down another guy,
Yeah.
but
Zach
they
Collins got hurt
decided
again,
they
I
wanted to tighten up those bootstraps and get to
The
work, but
bootstraps.
they did it a little too late, guys.
They did.
a little
They
too
did.
late.
Well, I have a poem I would like to read for all the exiled bubble teams. I have a poem for them. It goes a little something like this. So long. Farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now. Until we meet again. I said so long. Farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again. It's been great to watch you all fail in the bubble together.
Ooh.
And now it's time to say goodbye. So long. Farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again.
Out of the bubble. Out of the bubble. Out of the bubble.
Out of the bubble. All
Out of
right.
the bubble.
They're all eliminated out the bubble. Goodbye. Get your Lunchable on the way out and get on the plane and go. So we got 2 first-round series.
Pick up that
left.
goodie bag that Kyrie negotiated for him.
We got 2 first-round series left, Levi. We got the Rockets Thunder.
Yes.
There's a 3-2 series.
Yes.
Houston is up. Are you still sticking with? You had Thunder in 7, right?
Yeah, so
you
I just
saying
want to
that?
give myself a little pat on the back.
Talk to
I
me.
did have this as upset alert, and it is one of the last round
is.
1 games
Yes, it
that's
is.
still out there.
Yes,
but
it is.
yeah, I got the Rockets winning this
Yeah,
one
I think the
out.
Rockets have enough to get by this. But it's so
Yeah.
confusing with Houston because they're 1 over 22 shooting away from, going down 15 points in a game.
Yeah,
That's the
but,
one tricky thing with them.
Yeah, that is. But also, if SGA, what's his name?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a.k.a. Andrew Wiggins, tethered.
Oh, I was gonna say, AKA shooting game astray. His shooting game was astray. SGA in that last game, he had 4 points. He went like 1 for 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
They
went.
shot really bad.
He
at
went
the team.
full Rockets.
Bro,
like,
they set the record for the most missed threes in a game.
really
Against the Rockets.
Wait, against the Rockets.
Exactly.
Good God.
Think about that. Irony. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah. SGA shooting gun astray. Also
Yeah.
got shots going awry.
I like this.
Shot
I like
game
this.
as AZZ. Keep it clean.
For the kids.
Yeah.
All right. I like
Shooting
that.
game absent. Yeah, I had a lot of them.
yeah.
They're out there. That
So
was
some of
it.
the round 2 matchup. We'll highlight the one round 2 matchup that started today. It
Yeah.
was Toronto and Boston.
Mhm.
Boston took them to the woodshed, as they say.
Yes.
Put the beats down. Put the beat down on them.
Yeah.
Who?
To Titus's disdain.
It was to my
The
disdain.
Celtics
Yeah.
came away with the victory.
Not a Celtics guy.
And I also want to give myself a little pat on the back because the Celtics were in my original top 4.
They were.
They were the only Eastern
Now-
Conference team in my
Yeah.
top 4.
Now the one thing with them is I don't think Siakam's going to get 3 fouls in the first quarter again next game
Mm-hmm.
because I think he had 3.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry had 2. The whole Raptors team was in foul trouble. It was real shady.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Raptors team was in foul trouble. They lost the HBA, the home bubble advantage, by losing game 1.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
it was a home game for the Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
They sang on Canada. They sung on
Yeah.
Canada and all that.
So yeah, the Celtics, if they get out of here, if they get out of Toronto with the 1-1,
Yeah.
it's looking
It's
good.
a
for
good. It's a
them.
good look. It's a good
Yeah.
look. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I think I favor Toronto in that series
Mhm.
because I think just their outside of this game, I feel like when they get on their consistent thing, I think it's gonna be very difficult. But
Mhm.
Boston's a matchup problem for them because I don't know how they're gonna be able to hold Jason or Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
And then Marcus Smart got 21 points today. Like if you're letting Marcus Smart get 21 points, for the love of God, man.
Yeah. But
But I got Toronto. I'm a favorite.
you
Toronto.
got Toronto
I'm a
still?
favorite Toronto.
I'm gonna stick
Nick
with
Nurse got that championship coaching acumen, and he has no shame because he ran his own in the finals.
Yeah.
So
That
he's not afraid to do anything.
No, he's not. He's
So,
not.
Yeah, I
Um,
respect Nick Nurse. I think Toronto's gonna get out of there.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm kind of torn on it.
Mhm.
I'm really gonna go Boston just because I did
You
have
got him
them
in your top
in
four,
my
for
top
sure,
4,
for sure.
only Eastern Conference team, so that would be
Yes,
a big
yes.
victory for me. But I think you're right. I think you are right though when it comes to the matchups. Tatum trying to hold down Tatum, Brown, Kemba Walker,
Yeah.
and then you're going to get contributions. So yeah, Marcus Smart isn't going to score 21 points every game, but you are going to get that contribution from somebody from the Celtics. Like I would expect Horford to come out and have a.
Al Horford from the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, he's on 76ers now. Isn't
Yeah.
he? I knew that. I knew
Yeah.
that was going to be wrong as soon as I said it. Person I'm trying to think of, I can't think of them right now, but
Cool.
it's a role player, like
Oh,
bench
okay, I
player.
got you.
But yeah, I expect them to be fine down there because I think Boston's Brad Stevens. I may be wrong about this,
Fraud.
but I'm not. I feel like Boston's good at getting you to play against yourself if that makes sense.
I think that'd be Toronto's thing.
I know both the teams
Yeah.
are so similar.
They
when it
kind of
comes
they
to
do
that,
have similar
though.
things, but
Yeah.
it's just about, do you think that the stars of Tatum and Brown will be enough to overcome the teamwork of Toronto? I think.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
I don't think
it-
Siakam's that star yet. I just
Mhm.
don't think he's there yet. But
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a fun series. I think it'll be back and forth for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm just go with Toronto because I think I picked them and I don't pick Boston unless I absolutely have to. So yeah, I'm gonna go with them. We got the game 6 tonight with the Nuggets and Jazz. Who you got? Who you got taking that?
Who's got home court tonight?
Home bubble advantage is going to Denver, I believe.
I'm gonna
The
give it
HBA
to
is
Denver then.
Okay.
It's tough. The Jazz just had some great performances, but we did have a little sabbatical in between those games.
We did.
And going.
I'm
being
sorry,
back
the
on
Jazz have
road-
home bubble advantage.
Oh, the
they have HBA.
Jazz,
The Jazz have
have,
HBA.
Oh, then I'm
yeah.
gonna have to change it then. The Jazz being
Okay.
at home,
Does this
against-
game being on TNT
over
change
the
your prediction?
sabbatical, they got a few extra days to rest at home,
True.
so I think the Jazz will be fine.
Does the game being the TNT broadcast help change your prediction at all, or does the broadcast team affect how you pick the game in the bubble?
No, does that affect?
It affects how I watch it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Was it Chris Webber tonight?
I hope not. He was there last night, so it's probably Reggie,
Okay.
which isn't much better.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's
I like
slightly
Chris
better.
Webber better than Reggie.
I don't, because Chris Webber the other week said that 3-point shooters might not have the heart of somebody who plays down low. I'm like, what are you talking
Okay.
about, Chris? Why did that need to be said? Like, what was the purpose of that? But yeah, so I think I might pick the Nuggets to win this game. Honestly, I don't know, Jamal Murray in that zone he's been in,
Mm-hmm.
because he had like 0 turnovers in the last 2 games
Oh,
while scoring like 40. I don't know what you're
he's
supposed to do
such
with
a
that.
shoddy player.
He is. It's annoying, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just
Because
be
he could
consistent.
be so good if he did.
He'll give you 35 and then 14 the next night. Like,
Yeah.
can you pick one?
Yeah.
Be in the middle somewhere? Can we meet me in the middle? Yeah, but him and Diamond's back and forth has been a lot of fun. So I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to that game tonight. I think I'm a favorite Denver. It goes 3-3, and I don't know if I just don't trust Utah that much. I trust Donovan. I don't trust Utah though.
Yeah. Can I change my answer? I'm
What's
gonna
up?
say I think Denver's got the next 2 games.
Yeah, I honestly was leaning that way. I think Denver might go 7.
Yeah,
I think Denver
and-
might take it.
But in order for them to get these next 2 games, I think that Jokic is gonna have to step up and take
Yo.
on a lot more.
I got questions about Jokic, bro, because I don't know how good your team can be if your center can't play defense.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. That is the.
he cannot guard a soul
Mm-hmm.
in the NBA.
No,
like
he
he
can't.
destroyed my shot, but like these other dudes, he can't do. He's not guarding a soul. I don't know.
If I were the Nuggets, I'd put him like at the 4.
Mm.
Yeah. Maybe put Bobo at the 5.
I mean, you can try it. I don't think Bobo's playing much defense either.
Nah, he's
Wow.
not.
Yeah, Denver's
Yeah.
like such a weird team because MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. can't play defense, and he can barely go on the
Yeah,
court. But
none
he
of
can't
them
play
play
defense.
defense.
Yeah. I think the best defenders are hurt, like Will Barton
Mm-hmm.
and Gary Harris. I think they're the best defenders. They're both hurt. So
Yeah.
it's rough out there for them. But yeah, so we both got Denver in 7 basically.
Yeah.
We both got Denver in 7. So we'll see how right or wrong we are about that. We'll get out of here. I'm not an expert, but what you got, Levi?
I'm not an expert, but for your own sake, just watch your consumption of social media. I think people are
That's deep.
consuming too much social media, and we're not built like that, people. We didn't appear on this earth with social media, or look, that just kind of runs you down, and it's a lot of negativity out there on social media.
It is.
I've seen way too many people die on accident on social media this week than I wanted to. And that was just by accident. I don't go out searching for these videos, but they just fell on my lap.
Yeah.
And so if you actually care about things, it kind of weighs on you. Luckily, I don't. So it didn't. But yeah. Yeah, it sucks.
I
dude,
don't think I
because it
registered
makes
what you
people
said. I
mad.
don't think I registered what you said.
I said,
but-
if you actually care about things like that, which for disclosure, I didn't watch me, like I didn't watch the Jacob Blake.
Oh,
thing.
yeah, no,
Like,
no,
yeah,
no.
I don't watch those videos
Yeah.
anymore. So, there's a lot of other people that has been killed this week by crazy people and
Oh
that
yeah,
weren't
don't watch
justified
death
either,
videos.
too.
Yeah,
So
don't watch death videos.
yeah,
basically.
exactly. So I mean,
it's a toll.
and quit absorbing your friends' opinions too, because they're
That's
not
deep.
experts. We're not experts. Take us lightly,
Yo, that
and
was
take a lot of
deep.
your friends lightly too, and quit getting into freaking arguments. Because if somebody's posting their opinion on social media, there's a pretty good chance they're probably stuck in that opinion, and it can't be moved. Don't think you're going to be the one to change them. Don't be that person.
It's kind of facts,
Yeah.
especially on the timeline.
Yeah.
Argue with them in the DMs because you can get more to comments in DMs than you can on the timeline.
Yeah.
People get prideful on the timeline.
Yeah.
I'll call you dumb on your timeline.
So yeah.
But yeah, salute. I'm not an expert, but is love people, love your people, love your friends. You know.
ELE.
Yeah.
Ellie.
What?
I said ELE. Ellie.
What's that mean?
Everybody love everybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, salute. Yeah, love your people. And I think that's it. Thank you, Brother Production Multimedia. Appreciate y'all. Wonderful week.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you to Leah Epps Photography in the building, taking cool pictures. Follow her on Instagram at Leah Epps Photography, so you can get good pictures of yourself taken.
Our resident Celtics
Yeah,
fan.
that too.
Leo, what do you have? Celtics series. Are they sweeping the Raptors? They're not gonna sweep them. What do you have the series going to?
God. Okay.
There it
Toronto.
is.
Toronto in 7.
I was about to call her our not the experts, Bill Simmons, because that's like
Yeah,
Boston expert.
Yeah, for sure.
Boston expert.
For sure.
She's our
She's all
Miss
over. Yeah.
BS.
Miss BS, I'm dead. Yeah, so thank y'all for watching. Go watch Jazz Nuggets and laugh at us if we're dead wrong tonight. Like you said, follow the socials, rate us on every podcast thing, 5 stars only. You can't give anything less, it won't let you, we promise. And we are out. Bye.
Peace.